Welcome back, everybody, and happy 17th anniversary to Lord of the Rings Online. And if you are interested in Lord of the Rings Online, if you have a lot of nostalgia for LOTRO, then perhaps you will enjoy this video, and if it turns into a series, this series. Or if you're in particular interested in the Mariner class, maybe you, like me, haven't played LOTRO in a long time, you want to see kind of what's going on with the Mariner class, then that might be another reason why this could be interesting, at least to check out for a little bit. But just a heads up, like this MMO itself, my videos tend to be similar in especially this one way. If you've played Lord of the Rings Online, you know that the number one recommendation you get from people in this community is it is a journey, not a destination, and you must enjoy the journey if you're going to enjoy the game at all. That's not to say there's no fun to be had at the end of your journey, but it's just a different MMO when compared to some games where it really is more about the destination. I would say that's the same for this and other videos on my channel, especially when I'm playing MMOs, but I can be a very slow player, and this is just sort of an invitation to sit back and enjoy yourself, or know from the front end that maybe this isn't for you. I do want to check out the Mariner class, so before I even create a new character and log in and see what's up with the 17th anniversary of Lord of the Rings Online and this brand new class I've never played, which, by the way, there are now 2 classes I've never played. Like monks, brawlers, that's just never interested me. But Mariner, sort of the dueler kind of class, this is intriguing. So I want to learn more about this. So one thing I thought we would do really quick, and then I will make a cut and we'll move forward, but I thought let's play this movie. We sort of read about the lore and description of this new class, advanced offensive support class. Mariner, let's actually play the movie and see what it's all about.
Mariners have a noble history in Middle-earth, from Earendil of old to the voyagers of Numenor, and on to the sailors and corsairs who now navigate Middle-earth's coastlines. Shunning heavy weapons and armor as unfit for use aboard ship, they excel as cunning duelists, masters of innovative tactics, and callers of sea shanties that draw upon the mystical powers of the sea.
Okay, cool. That's very cool. Okay, before I make the cut, because I'm going to create the character and then we'll continue, but let me just real quick just say, historically for me, LOTRO is one of 2 MMOs that I played that were my first MMOs ever. For Lord of the Rings Online, it would have been back 17 years ago. I mean, we're at the 17th anniversary. Somewhere around that time, maybe in beta, maybe just after the full release. I don't know. At some point, I began to play Lord of the Rings Online. And when I think about why the MMO genre is my favorite, or amongst my favorite genres of gaming experiences, Lord of the Rings Online has a lot to do with that. And so anytime I come back and play this, especially after it's been this long, I will say is the nostalgia of it is a lot of the enjoyment. Now I am curious because there's new content, there's new classes, new in-game stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of new stuff. How much of that will we really get to? I don't know, but man, however long we're here, the journey has always been an absolute blast. Just a marvel for me. So let me go ahead and figure out, I know I want to play Mariner. Let me figure out what race we're going to join with that, and let's get a character and let's just get rolling and see what happens. All right, I think we have our character. So we're playing a river hobbit mariner named Ragewin. I think I'm okay with this. I think this is good. Let's go ahead and enter Middle Earth. By the way, I have no idea what tutorial we're going to be entering into. I know that some of the starting areas and ways in which this game kind of works has changed somewhat, and I haven't experienced much of that. So we'll see what happens here. I have the ability to pause the video, but for some reason I am allowing you to enjoy this loading screen with me. It's never as long as the first time when you load a character in, I guess. Okay, I literally have no idea what some of this is on my screen. Like this right here, I have no idea. Okay, it looks like this is some sort of, yeah, so it's a balance of shifting fore and aft. Okay, so the Mariner has some sort of theme, you know, obviously with the ship theme, so fore and aft. I guess we're trying to, where our balance is going to affect perhaps what we're doing. So anyway, we'll hopefully get into more of that. Obviously, we want to change the location of that on the screen or do something. But I do think it's interesting here as we start off to kind of see, I mean, there's a couple things going on. First of all, again, I'm a 17-year player of this game. So the way things have worked over the years, like we're going to have just a buildup of like gifts and other kind of things. Currently, we are not premium. I have been, sorry, what do they call it in this game? We are not VIP, but since we have been VIP in the past, then that puts us in a certain category. So we're not like 100% free to play because we've spent money in the past, but we're also, anyway, we'll get into all that. And if we end up playing for a while, I mean, I tend to go VIP when I play this game a lot, but we'll see how it goes. You've received a new title. Yeah, we've probably gotten a lot of titles. Inventory and items, iKey, quest and quest rings. So actually, we are just getting the full tutorial right now. In terms of like things on the screen. So Enforcer of Helm. These are all the titles that we have, I guess, like, I don't know. Because some of the titles you get are account wide, some of them are character or tune wide, but we're holding a quest item. I think I know what that is. Not a big deal right now, at least. And we have a free silver item, which we got a consumable. That's fine. We don't have a gold item because you need to be VIP, if I remember correctly, to get a daily gold present. If we do hit I, this is where it gets fun. Okay, so I will sort all of this eventually. We are, of course, not going to do that right now. I am going to create one bag. So you see I clicked on the edit mode, and now we can just drag all of the bag slots into the main bag. And that's just how I prefer to play. I prefer to have it all in one bag. And now we should be able to exit out of edit mode, close this, open it up. Now it's just one bag. And we can also sort. Don't show this again. Yes, I want to sort. And now we have everything alike. So as you hopefully can tell, we have a lot of gifts from different editions we've purchased. I wanted to see, is there a 17-year gift box? I don't see one. What about 16-year? No? 15-year? Okay. So did they stop at 15-year? Or is something going on? I don't know. Anyway. So there's all the gift box. I don't tend to sort my bag until I'm close to a place where I can like put stuff, so like a vault or whatever. And I obviously will do all of that sorting off camera. Now we may open some of the boxes on camera so you can see them, but it's quite a process. And so we won't worry about that right now. Right now, I want to see how do I get this off the screen. So I think if we hit Control /, yes, that's it. Here's the auto balance panel. So first of all, like, I just want this to be smaller. Which maybe, how do you make, I'm trying to remember if you can make individual things smaller or if you have to make everything smaller at the same time. There is a way to do all this. For now, let's just put the balance panel over here. At least it's not like over our character. Again, these are things that I will not force you to sit through, but I will tell you once we have, once I've figured it out. And we'll need to set our, what is it to go? There it is. We will need to set our action bars up and stuff, but we won't worry about that right now either. Okay, blade shield. Adopt a defensive stance. Alright, is this something we can just turn on and off? No, it has a cooldown. Wait. Okay, yeah, it lasts for 10 seconds or whatever. So it looks like this all has to do with defense. And then this is going to be a thrust, single target. This is going to be riposte, cutting strike, and this will be on guard. Refresh your steady buff. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to figure out what all that does when we have a chance to. Let's just go ahead and see kind of what's going on here. Out in the world around us. Really quick though, let's see, UI settings. We do want, there's certain things we want. Let me just go through this. Yeah, we don't want to see my character's name all the time. Floating destiny I'm fine with. It's been so long since I've done this, like, I'll probably remember things. Deeds will automatically be added to the quest tracker. No, not for now at least. Show tutorial hints. I guess that's fine because we'll just click off of them. Unless it's something I want to see. Always loot all. No, because I like the way LOTRO does loot. In most games, I would say yes, but... Oh, UI scale. Now, this might be... What did we say this is called? The balance panel? Do they actually have... And I guess I could search for it. Nope. Wait, attunement panel size? Nah. That's a specific thing. Yeah, I don't know. It may not be in there. Vitals, toolbar. I mean, we certainly could make everything go smaller. Is that too small for me, though? Let's just keep it default for now. Combat options. Yeah, there's some important stuff here, right? If nothing else, the fluidity. Play combat animations. Yeah, it's a cosmetic option, especially with this kind of melee class. That's probably important. Blending, we want combat animation blending. I don't know that we want movement assistance in combat. We'll see how things go though. All right, social options. I'm okay right now. Chat, quick slots. We don't want it horizon. I think we're fine for now. Input, yeah, we're good. Okay, So let's actually start playing, because I want to see where we are tutorial-wise and also see what combat stuff looks like. All right, this is an instance, Humble Beginnings. Follow Valeric Tuka to Grandmother Maddie's home. If any of us have the courage to leave Mist Hollow, I believe you are the one. So we're starting right from the front here, and apparently we have decided that we're going to leave Mist Hollow. Can hardly believe it, Ragewin. Valeric Tuka says. You had better tell Grandmother Maddie what you have in mind. One thing I like about the shorter character models, like these river hobbits, which actually are quite tall compared to other hobbits, but at least the one I created, but it looks like you're moving so fast because of how short they are. Hello there, my young friends. This is Heldrick Tuka. What brings you out and about on this fine morning? This is Tuka's set. Ragewin's going to leave Lindleby. We'll take care. We'll see you for supper. It's like she just ignored us. No, we won't. Ragewin is leaving for good. These poor river hobbits. Is there a river, by the way? There's got to be, right? Oh, I see it down there. There's the river. Okay. What's all this about? Is that the grandmother? I've told you again and again to pace yourself with the pipeweed, Heldrick. Now, Ragewin, how can I help you? I should say what server we're on. I believe it's Crick Hollow. I'll confirm that, though, at some point. Help me remember. Listen to Grandmother Maddie. So what has gotten my Heldrick all in a bother? You tell Grandmother Maddie the time has finally arrived for you to leave Lindleby. See the wider world and have an adventure. She nods silently and taps you on the nose. It was bound to happen sooner or later, dear Ragewin. You've always been different in your own way, more outgoing than the rest of us and more curious about what lies beyond the mist-shrouded dells. And taller, too. That's what I'm talking about. The blood of the ancient Hobbletlen is very strong in you. I've always said it. Haven't I, Heldrick? Oh, he has stopped listening to me, that old goat. You cannot leave without saying goodbye to your neighbors, Ragewin. Okay. It would not be proper. Alright, I see the neighbors down here. So, by the way, my plan is to... I think eventually we will... I mean, I've never seen this content, I don't think, so I'm kind of checking it out a little more closely. Really, probably the only quests I'll actually read or sort of allow us to simmer in a little bit will be the ones that are the main story quest. It's not MSQ, that's Final Fantasy, right? The book quest, I think that's what we call them in this game. Let's see, duplicate, and we're going to call it LOTRO. And then we are going to move it up higher in the list so I can see it. And then we're going to delete this one. And then in LOTRO, we're going to just travel down to here. All right, let's keep going. You were up early today, Ragewin. Are you planning to... So, Ogivia Tuka seems to not be surprised. This is the day I knew it. I told Villahad you were finally going to go and set out on your own wanderings. And sure enough, I was right. I did not know it would be this morning. Perhaps not exactly, but I've known for a while that you were planning for just such a journey. This is terribly exciting, Ragewin. You'll go and make us proud. See, you don't. You tell Agi that you will miss her. We'll see how tall we are. Another male river hobbit. It's hard to tell. I do think we're a little taller, but I mean, you know. Alright, what do you say, Villahad? Man. Today's a big day then. I can't imagine leaving Lindleby, but I suppose every one of us is different after all. Alright, and here's Irma. Cannot believe you're leaving us, Ragewin. Wipes a tear. Promises that you will return after you have your fill of adventure. The mountains are awfully tall to be climbed by one of the Holby clan, she says. Okay. And finally, we gotta go talk to Agertuka. You're leaving in search of adventure? Goodbye then, Ragewin. I will see you when you return, and... Oh, you should say bye to Croaker, too. He's simply the best frog friend anyone's ever had. You know he is. Wait for Croaker to reveal where he's gone. Okay, near the rocks to the southwest. Where's my compass again? I feel like we have one. Oh, I see. Just we have the mini map. So southwest would be this way, right? Oh, I see Croaker. Who are all these goblins? What is going on? A troop of snooping goblins. Now this is a pleasant little valley, isn't it? All we have to do is clear out the current residents. Croaker. And here they are. Is this all of you lot? What do we do? What do we do? Odger says. I say we name this place Goblin Valley. What do you say, boys? No one can stop us from taking it. Welcome to Goblin. Okay. Wow. Oh, it's Fanglined. Fangland? What seems to be the problem, small ones? Well, I don't think there is a problem, actually. Well, it was goblins, but you took care of it, Fangland. Is that all? I beheld something else from aloft. Uh-oh. I saw the goblins from high above, Ragewin, but I saw something else as well. I saw you bidding farewell to your folk, and I knew your mind. I have known what you intended for several weeks now, and have kept watch upon your steps. I hope you do not mind. I will continue to safeguard your folk as I have for all the years I have known you, but you will need to be properly equipped if you are to survive adventures that await you. You do not have the mighty talons of my kind, after all. Though you are unusually tall and strong for one of your folk, you are still very small when compared to the great eagles and to the other peoples that you will encounter beyond the ridges that surround your village. These goblins were thieves, and their leader possessed a bag of weapons. Perhaps you should avail yourself of this equipment. The goblin has no claim upon it, and its former owner cannot make use of it any longer. But in your hands it may yet do some good. Do not forget to equip your new weapons, Ragewin. I will not be able to protect you. I don't think I have them yet. When you leave Mist Hollow, and you will need to rely upon your skills and the equipment you are able to find if you're to survive the challenges ahead of you. It's a dangerous world out there. Are you certain this is a life you have chosen? Most of your kind do not leave their homes, choosing to remain near the land of their birth. You tell Fanglin that your heart calls for you to leave, and he shakes his head. Nope, he shakes his feathers. And I still don't have anything. But, oh wait, grandmother's down here now. Hey, what's up, Maddie? I will not ask you to stay, Ragewin. I see that your mind is made. Now listen to me, dear one, because this is important and I will not repeat myself. You're to keep your eyes on the road ahead of you, and you will not worry about us. We have Fanglin and the other eagles to keep watch over us, and Lindleby will be fine while you're gone. We are only letting you go so you can bring help to the folk you find out in that wide and dangerous world. You're to make yourself useful, Ragewin. There are people out there who will need your help, and you should help them. I think that this is the calling that draws you away from us. It's only so you can answer it that I will permit you to go. Are we agreed? Then wave to us all and be off on your grand adventure, Ragewin, and remember what I said. Okay, we are now waving. And such a friendly wave it was. Okay, your journey demands that you help folk who need it. I'm tempted to take the characters' names off the screen, although it does make questing so much easier when you can see exactly who is there. Weeks later, flames in the night draw your eyes. Wait, where is this? We need to find a nice, big, fun, social kin on this server. It doesn't have to be big, but reasonably sized at least. And so you left your family and your friends behind. You began your adventure. Alright, that was thrust, riposte, on guard, which is actually not an attack. There's our defensive stance, experience, and leveling up. So we're going to Mossward. Mossward is the new leveling experience, which I guess is fine. I was honestly kind of looking forward to experiencing the old nostalgic stuff, although I'm sure we'll be there before we know it. Talk to Mdawg, and tell him about yourself. This is called A Larger World. You are not of the Stewards, are you? There's a bit of Fallowhide in you, I dare say, though I'm no expert in the various families of Hobbit. Where do you call home? You are a long way from the Shire if that's where your hearth can be found, but I suppose few who name themselves adventurers can stay for long at home. I am named Mdawg, and I was once a ranger. What I am now, well, I suppose I'm still learning that. Might be the same set of you, question mark? So we're getting our milestone skill, and we are now a novice. Actually, we're not yet, because we have to turn this in. Now we will be. Ragewin, you say? That's an interesting name. There's a story behind it, though you wish to keep the location of your home a secret. I will not pry. The Uruks that attacked Mossward wore a curious sigil, the mark of a white hand. I do not know its meaning, but I fear it signifies nothing good. Thank you again for your help, Ragewin. Let me know if you're interested in helping me learn the secret of the white hand and to help Mossward recover from the attack. The flames will soon die down and the healing must begin. So it only took about 26 minutes to get to our first act of combat. But again, this is LOTRO. That is to be expected. Okay. The deed log. All right, so do we want to find these people? Let's add it to tracker. That's kind of fun for us to have a what did it call this, by the way? The many folk of Glanduin? And I wonder if, let's hit M and see if we can tell. Is this Glanduin? No, this is Mossward, right? Swan Fleet? Alright, I don't know. Oh, we got a new skill. That would be our return home skill. Which, for now, we should probably make that here. Oh, it is. It's by default. It is here. Mossward. Alright, here's Mdawg.
Mossward's residents sustained injuries we cannot heal.
So this is prologue. This technically is a book quest. So this is sort of the quest line that we're going to pay attention to story-wise. Though that's not all this series, again, if it turns into a series, will be about. Some of Mosswood's residents sustained injuries we cannot heal. They're beyond our aid. We got some bandages and some bitter-smelling salve. This is the last of my supplies. There's no reason to save them for another day. Bring these bandages and this salve to the injured residents nearby. It is my hope that these hurts will not prove serious and these will ease the pain of their injuries. Okay. So we got a quest item. And it looks like here is one of the people, Manon. This is someone we want to help. The bandage is what I need. Thank you, stranger. Here is Rin. What is this cow doing? Good job, cow. Alright, here's Rin. Thank you, Rin says. And looks like the last person might be down here. It's hard to tell when there's so many quests everywhere. Alright, here's her guest. I appreciate the help, but I think I will just lie here a moment more. Alright, Mdawg.
Thank you for aiding the people of Mossward.
My former chieftain Strider may say the distrust of such folk does not bother him, but if that is true, he is a better man than I am. So, the residents of Mossward don't trust the Rangers like they once did. That is true for many reasons, Ragewin. I have not called the Dunedain my kin for some time now, but I would never question Strider's integrity or his courage. The Uruk that led his band has something in his hand. See if you can wrest it from his grip. Alright, we're going to see if we can get that from Mad Thrug. Read the scrap of parchment. Gur Napergat Turkil Dalgum Gur Nagzabat Hatar.
Let's see if this parchment holds any clues for us.
He briefly studies the crumpled parchment and then he looks up disappointed. I cannot read much of this. If this were an ordinary day, I would be grateful to have no reason to understand the black speech, but on this day it is cause for frustration. Hold, Ragewin, what has happened to this Uruk's blade? It did not fall from his body unless my eyes were somehow deceived. Investigate what excited children of the northwest in Mossward. Northwest should be this way. Are there children over here? Oh, yeah. Tegwin. The crowd of children gathers around Tegwin and the vicious blade he has. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. So hopefully I'll eventually, if we keep going, get in a kin, but I like to have some things in here. Fellowship kin. Regional. Advancement. We'll see if that works. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say what that is. Hopefully that will work. We'll see.
What do you want, stranger? No, I am not giving you this sword.
It's much better than the wooden sword I was using before. I found it belongs to me now. My father says that when you're in a battle, you get to keep the spoils, and I stood up to those Uruks even when the town guard wouldn't. Okay. You're an adventurer, right? If you promise to train me in the adventuring arts, maybe I'll give you the sword. I'm not saying I will, you understand, I'm saying maybe. What's the first thing I need to do to become an adventurer? Find the defeat circle located to the north of Mossward. Okay, that's going to be out this way. Okay. So this is where our... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was set to somewhere else. I'm not really sure. The envoy from Lan Garan.
Won't you lend me your aid?
So, I mean, this is one of those quests that we might as well accept, because I think we end up having to go there anyway. Oh yes, the difficulty thing. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I have to look into this. This is not the time to look into that, though. That's something new that's been changed. I'm not really... Alright, it's just right out here. I don't really understand how that works. I'm not sure that we want to increase the difficulty anyway, since we're just learning how to play this brand new class, but we'll see. Alright, Ragewin.
I know that fighting is dangerous.
He's actually teaching us. This is such an interesting concept. The game is using Ragewin as if we're teaching Ragewin, but Ragewin is responding to us and teaching us that a defeat circle is where you will respawn. Alright, so now we go back to the... now we go back into town to the blacksmith shop. By the way, I have it shortcutted. I think I do this in every MMO I've ever played pretty much, but Shift R is auto run so that I don't have to keep like pushing stuff down to run, you know. Okay, so he's sending us back in here, or we're supposed to go back in here to the blacksmith shop. Oh, there's River Hobbit cosmetics. Okay. I do want to look at everything. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll do that at the start of next episode. Might be an interesting way to start. We'll see. Again, we want to be close to a bank thing or whatever, so that we can deposit stuff as we look at stuff.
Scardy spends more time fixing horseshoes than he does forging swords.
You explain that adventure engages in combat, equipped weapons, armor, sustained durability. Again, they're teaching us about using the blacksmith to repair your gear in the context of us actually teaching the child Ragewin about what it means, what life as an adventurer is like. That all costs coin, young Ragewin, horseshoes and swords alike. But if that raid is a sign of things to come, I think the sword might become more in demand than they have been until now. The raid of the orcs. Alright, find the training dummy, and hopefully this training dummy quest has been updated for our Mariner class. Alright, here's Ragewin again.
Now this is more like it.
Okay, so the red around this means that heavy armor is not available to be worn, so you always go down one. We'll take the medium armor, I suppose. Oh, and we just leveled up. The beautiful way that you level up in LOTRO is just awesome. Alright, we're supposed to choose a specialization now as well. Wow, there's a lot going on right now. Okay, let's put our... Actually, I kind of look like the... So this Mariner's outfit thing is kind of cool. So yeah, we need to remember to put that in as a cosmetic option. I do kind of like that. What is this? The anniversary celebration. Oh, once we're level 5. See, this would be cool. I mean, again, we'll see if we kind of get to all this, but it's ready to advance. This is going to send us to Bree. Wait, we can wait, right?
If you impress me, maybe I'll give you this Uruk sword.
Alright, so we want to use thrust on the training dummy here a couple times. So thrust was our number 2 attack. We also just got advance. I'm going to have to, yeah, learn about all these attacks and how they combo together or whatever. Alright.
That was all right, I guess.
Alright. You explained that a mariner can first use On Guard to increase the power of thrust. When you use a swordplay skill like On Guard, you gain a bonus to your next swordplay skill. Each swordplay skill will give a bonus to a small number of other skills. Okay. Okay, so he wants us to go On Guard into thrust. There we go.
One more. Show me one more skill.
That was decent. All right. Dramatic Flourish is a finisher swordplay skill. I don't see it. Which gives you a potent critical hit buff. This damaging swordplay finisher requires you to be in a forward state of balance, which you can achieve by using offensive skills, or perhaps you could demonstrate Feint, which is a quick reaction that provides unique swordplay bonuses, or you might show off Thrum of the Sea, which dazes your target, preventing them from moving or using skills as long as they're not awoken by taking damage. Press the J key to open the traits panel, choose specialization. You can always change your mind later. Use one of these abilities on the training test. Okay, so this is actually really cool. I think this is a little different. I don't remember this, at least. I mean, first of all, they've changed it to where you're actually... Well done, I guess. We've changed it to where we're choosing a specialization much earlier in the process. We're only level 2, and we're choosing our specialization, where I think you used to choose your specialization maybe around 7, or maybe it was a little. It was like around the time you got out of the like opening tutorial area or something. So blue line for. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm actually going to move us away from all this, so maybe it's not quite as loud while we're looking at this. Blue line for the mariner is Shanty Caller. Sing shanties to coordinate and motivate allies. Keep spirits while completing difficult tasks. Skills earn Dramatic Flourish. Okay, the Duelist. Relentless Damage. So red is almost always your DPS forward line, and you earn Feint, or what is sometimes the most fun, especially like leveling, if you don't just want to go straight into DPS. Sometimes the yellow line is the Rover. Rovers embrace the traveling lifestyle of a mariner, exploring distant lands and collecting rare material and strange baubles. In a pinch, they are also capable of turning these odds and ends into devices for confounding and weakening their foes. Draining Strike. Thrum of the Sea. 15-second daze. This is a total survivability skill. 100% break chance on damage after 1 second. Alright, let's try yellow line. we do have one available point. So our options are throw bolus is the skill. I guess entangling lines is the is where we would put the skill point. Entangles the opponent's legs and enemies nearby. 15-second route and 50% chance damage on break. Natural Explorer gives us vitality. Shocking counterattack. 25% chance for advance to stun when used after repose. So advance would be shocking as well as doing damage. That could be good. Spitting spirits. Breathe the spirits through the flame of a torch, setting light any enemies with the misfortune to be standing before you. 15 to 20 fire damage. And then damage over time. Rank 2 plus 30, plus 15 and plus 30 breath skills damage. So maybe there's a lot of breath skills. This might not be the only one. So this is a damage and it's a new ability. Oftentimes when you get a new ability for a point, it's worth doing, especially early on. But let's think about, so that's a total of 15 to 20 plus 27 damage. So 42 to 47 damage. This, for example, does a little less than that, but close. This is a lot less than that. This is a lot less. It seems decent damage. Let's just do the first point in that. I'm good with that. All right, so there's our new. It's a single target. It looks like, right? I guess we can. Oh no, max target 7. Oh, that's cool. That is actually really cool. Okay, this is our draining strike. It looks like we have to we might have to have some sort of attunement to do that. We'll have to test that. All right, so we don't have any race traits yet, and we don't have any virtue. We don't start earning virtue yet. I don't remember when we do, but we don't start earning it yet. Okay, so we should be able to now...
One more. Show me one more skill.
Okay, let's see. Alright, there's... Okay, there's Thrum of the Sea. So Thrum of the Sea, what kind of cooldown do we have here? Looks like a... It must have been a 30-something second cooldown. But, which isn't too bad considering it is a long daze.
That was pretty good, I suppose.
So he's giving us back the weapon. Alright, so now we're supposed to take it back to the East Gate, which I think is where all of this started. New deed. Oh, yeah. Use the striking. Okay, new mail. We completed a deed. I guess that... I think if you're VIP, you can check your mail from anywhere. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. And again, I typically do go VIP if I play for long, but we'll see how this goes.
You recovered the Uruk blade from Tegwin before he hurt himself. Very well done.
I remember being that age and dreaming only of adventure, of excitement. It was not so very different from young Tegwin when I was a boy growing up in the angle of Mithithil, where my people dwell. I do not judge him harshly for taking his sword, and I hope you will not either. His parents busy themselves with the work of fortifying Mossward's defenses. I dare say they remain unaware of the boy's mischief. I will not tell them if you do not. So we get a dagger, and then we can also get a second dagger or a sword. Sure, why not?
I have been away from the land that was my home for many years now.
Okay, he wants us to collect King's Foil and defeat beasts. This is still Prologue, Chapter 3. We are now level 3. We've gotten some new skills as well. Step black. We're going to have to look at all this. A peaceful village has been attacked. You will know Kingsful by its sweet smell and the feel of its leaves. Look for it. Rolling hills to the east of the village. So we're supposed to defeat creatures, but mainly what we need is the Mossward. Sorry, is the King's Foil. It says beast, so any kind of beast, I guess. Okay, cool. Alright, so I think I want to try to bring this first episode to a close. So what I'm actually thinking is I want to test something here. Because we know we have our return to Mossward is set here. That's where our bound milestone is. I want to go ahead and do this. And this should take us to Breetown. Let's see if this works. We got something in the wallet. Okay, I don't know. Now, did something go in our back? Oh, yeah. Alright. But we have to be level 5 just to use that, by the way. And this is the anniversary gift box. So this is the 17th anniversary gift box. We will go ahead and look and see what's in this before we wrap up. Let's go ahead and make sure we have the right weapons. So 1.7, so yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do dagger. Maybe dagger should be in our offhand for now. And we'll do the other 3.7 DPS sword in our main hand. We may run dual daggers eventually. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. By the way, how cool are these weapons? I think they're... I do kind of like them a little better. They just have a darker tint to them than what we've just put on, but they're not dramatically different. I'm just thinking about, again, what do we want to keep? Okay, so we actually can't do what I was suggesting. We'll do that next time, if we hit level 5, that is. But we basically can't use this map to Bree until we are level 5. But once we're level 5, we can go to Bree. We can establish a milestone there. I'll show you a little trick on how to do that. And while still keeping our main milestone here. But that'll be cool because we are in 2 different parts of the world right now. And so to be able to both travel here as well as to Bree. And this main milestone, we most likely will actually just move with us. Wherever we're questing at the moment is where that deserves to go. All right, let's check out this 17th anniversary gift box as one last thing that we'll do during this first episode. See what we got here. Okay. As is often the case, it looks like we have a bunch of fireworks, and they are consumed. Now, there's some fireworks in the game that are on cooldown, so you just like always have them. And then there's other fireworks in the game that are fireworks that are on a cooldown. So let's, who are consumed on use. So let's go ahead and check out these fireworks. We might as well, right? Let's see how these look. Actually, I think I'm going to do this so that we don't have to have our inventory open to click on them. I kind of wish it was dark outside. We'd be able to see them better, but that's okay. All right, let's see how this looks. So first, we'll check out the Hobbit fireworks. We're placing them down. Oh, that's a big one. Ooh. Ah, very cool. All right, so there's Hobbit fireworks. Oh, what's the cooldown here? 18 more seconds. Well, we'll see 2 today and then maybe 2 next time. How does that sound? All right, so we can go ahead and take this one off. We won't use the other Hobbit one for now. So we're going to do Hobbit and Elf. Next time we'll check out the man and the dwarf fireworks. All right, still a lot to figure out about this class, but so far I'm excited that there's actually a new class to check out in this game that I've been playing for so long. All right. Sorry, I kind of missed it there. Maybe we'll see more of it next time, but there was the elf fireworks. Okay, I think we're good. yeah, I think we're good for now. Again, plenty to figure out, but thanks for joining me on this first episode of Ragewin's journey. And again, happy 17th anniversary to LOTRO and all of its communities. And I'm also just, thankful for you for being here, for your support. And I'm excited. I'm excited as long as this lasts. Again, I don't know, but as long as it does, I'm excited to try out a new class and play some content. Frankly, I've been to Mossward before. When this first came out, I tried some of this new stuff, but I didn't get very far because hadn't been really been playing LOTRO much. So maybe we'll get a little further this time and actually see some of this new content. But either way, wish you the best, and I will see you next time.